Hey everybody, this is Major League Hats here, and I'm bringing another hat review video. But before we get started with our hat review, I wanted to introduce you to a couple of my little friends. So let me go get them. Alright, so this is my first little friend. This little guy's name is Dax. He is a mini pinscher. Now, I live in Windsor, California, and every year me and my wife go to this charity event called Paws for Love, and what they basically try to do is they try to raise money for endangered, sheltered dogs. You know, dogs that have had a rough life, and they're trying to get them adopted. So they do charities, they sell paintings. All the dogs, they'll make a painting and then they sell them, and so you get a lot of great artwork. The artwork is nice, and like I said, all the money goes to a good cause. So during this one particular event, probably about 3, maybe 4 years ago, because it's every February, I saw this little guy. This little guy is Dax, of course, as I just said. He is a mini pinscher, and when I first saw him, I just liked his energy. He was just all over the place. He seemed very energetic. Well, he is an older dog, but you can't even tell he's an older dog because he's got a young heart. He's always running around, kind of goofy. He used to be an old street dog, so he eats like he's starving, and he still has that street dog mentality. So like every time he sees food, he's like all over the place to try to get it. He's constantly sniffing like if he's starving, and then when he does eat, he'll eat like the food's running away. But other than that, he's a good dog. I like his energy, and that's what attracted to me in the first place. The only problem about Dax is that he doesn't like his feet touched, because he was kind of abused on his feet, so he doesn't like his feet touched, and he is kind of hard to hold. But other than that, he's a good little doggy. I put on a Giants collar right there for him. I tried to put on a Giants tag as well, but the Giants tag is wearing off, so I had to get him a new tag that was something a little bit better. So I got him a little skeleton guy to try to match my skull tattoo I have on my leg. So he is obviously a brown. He's got a little dark black in him. So this is my little buddy, Dax. Say hi, Dax. No? Okay. So, I just wanted to take the time to introduce you to Dax. And I got one more little buddy for you guys to meet. Let me go get him. Alright, so this is my second little buddy. His name is Max. He's actually named after the pitcher, Max Scherzer, from the Washington Nationals. His original name was JT, but I changed it since the other dog's name is Dax. I decided to name him Max. And I was watching the Nationals game, and I said I'd basically name him after the pitcher that was starting that particular day. And the pitcher that was starting that day was Max Scherzer. So, Max is a long-haired Chihuahua. He is another one of the rescue dogs that I've gotten from the Green Dog Rescues. And he's a little bit more shyer because he was abused very bad. So like you can barely touch him and he'll scream like if he's been like hurt. That's just one of his little traits. He hasn't really gotten over it, but he's a very good dog. But sometimes you got to kind of force him to go exercise. So basically you just take him for a walk, tell him to go outside. You know, he's still used to being told kind of what to do. He's not like Dax, where Dax will run everywhere. He's kind of more of a succumbed little guy. But I like him a lot because this little guy you can cuddle with, he'll lay with you. But like I said, after a while, you got to make sure he gets up to go use the bathroom, because he won't just go. He won't just leave you. But he's a very good, loyal dog. I don't ever have to worry about him taking off, unlike Dax. So that's why he's okay sometimes not to have his collar on, because unlike Dax, he won't escape the backyard. He is a long-haired Chihuahua, if I didn't mention it. But he's a very good dog. He's just, like I said, he's a little timid at times. But this is my little guy, Max. Say hi, Max. Yeah. Alright, so I just want to thank you for taking the time to meet my two little guys. Let's get on to today's hat review. So today's hat review, have you guys guessed it? I introduced you to my dogs Dax and Max. Any ideas? I had a mini pinscher, that is Dax, and I had a Chihuahua. That is Max. So, let me give you guys a second. Alright, so if you haven't guessed it already, to me it's pretty obvious, but then again, it's obvious to me because I'm the one doing the hat review. But today's hat review is going to be, BAM! The El Paso Chihuahuas. Now, the El Paso Chihuahuas are the AAA team of the San Diego Padres. This is one of my favorite hats ever since they came into existence. The El Paso Chihuahuas, if you guys don't know, used to be the Tucson Padres. And then in the 2012-13 season, they were trying to get a new stadium built in Tucson, but for whatever reason that fell through, so they decided to relocate to El Paso. So in 2014, you have the El Paso Chihuahuas. And right on the front, you got this cool little Chihuahua dog. He's got some red outlining going all the way around him. He's got a spike collar, which is kind of funny. Kind of reminds me of a small dog complex. You know how like little dogs are always barking at the bigger dogs, thinking they're a lot bigger, and they always want to try to get in fights. That's Dax. He's always barking at the bigger dogs, and I'm like, dude, those dogs will eat you, Dax. And he just keeps doing it. But I just like how they have the little spike collar going around. You got the tag that says EP on it. You got this mean little grimace. But doesn't that look like Max? Seriously. But this dog's a lot meaner. Now, you might think he looks also like the Taco Bell Chihuahua dog that you've seen on the old Taco Bell commercials. But by far, this is one of my favorite hats. You have a black crown, black eyelets, black button, black bill. And in the back, you have the matching minor league guy that is red and black. That's nicely done. Underneath, it's all black. And then on the side, you got a red New Era flag that is matching the outlining on the Chihuahua. And then if you didn't notice, they have red on the eyes, so it basically matches the rest of the hat as well. It's nicely done. This is one of my favorite hats. The El Paso Chihuahua, they're actually a reference to the Mexico state of Chihuahua, even though they have a Chihuahua on their hat as their logo. It is actually a reference to the Mexican state of Chihuahua. So that's how they got their name. Their name was chosen out of a Name the Team contest. They decided on the Chihuahuas, but like I said, it's more of a reference to the state of Mexico of Chihuahua. So that's how they got their name. This is one of my favorite hats. I wear this hat often, especially when I mentioned earlier that I go to this event called Pause for Love. And this is one of my favorite hats that I like to wear, especially since I do have Max. I just like wearing this. Sometimes I'll wear my Charleston River Dogs hat as well, you know, because it's a dog hat. So whenever I go, I try to wear at least one of these two hats in reference, because like I say, it's a dog event. They do things with cats and stuff, but at the actual events, they bring out a group of dogs. There's never really any cats or any kind of other animals. It's mostly dogs. So to me, this has got to be in your top 15 hats. Now, if you want to go AAA hats alone, this is definitely in your top 5 hats. In my opinion, I love this hat. This is one of my favorite hats. I do wear it often. As you can see, it has some dust and dirt on it because it is one of my favorite hats to wear. Currently still has a sticker. Somehow it still survived. And then you have the sticker on the bottom. It still survived. But eventually, you know, it will come off. But you can tell that I probably wear this hat often just because you see the tonnage of wear on it. So I hope you like my hat review on the El Paso Chihuahuas. I would like to take the time to thank you for letting me introduce to you my dogs, Dax and Max. Don't forget, if you're new to this channel, please take the time to subscribe to my channel, hit your notification button, and you're going to do that right there. Okay, so please don't forget to take the time to subscribe and hit your notification button. Help me get 10 likes on this video just by pressing that like button. I know you can do it. It's not hard. It is going to be right there. Ding, 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 ding. Look at that finger jump. Look, it's jumping. It's bouncing. And that's gone. Darn it. Oh, well, what are you going to do? And then if you want to send me in a fan mail, I'm going to provide my P.O. box here at the end. Or if you want to send me a picture of your dog, go for it. Just give me a little history on your dog, where you got it, and why it's a perfect fit. That'd be kind of cool to hear a dog story. You could send that to my P.O. box, which I'll provide at the end, as I said. And of course, if you want to help support the channel, you can go to my Patreon page, and I'll provide the link at the bottom. And don't forget, lastly, if you want to follow me on my social media accounts, you can do that at MLHats59fifty. That's MLHATZ59fifty. All right, thank you for watching my video. This is ML Hats out. See you, everybody. Bye.